It's real love. Psychic love reading. Yeah, bottom of the deck, sun card. Okay. So if you've had a few questions and doubts, if you've recently met somebody, I don't want to say this is like early doors gone on a few dates. I think it's a little bit further on than that. This is confirmation that this is real love. Okay, so any fears and doubts that you have in your mind, you need to start removing it now. Fully remove those blocks. Okay, you're old enough, wise enough, you've been around the block enough to understand any red flags, any misdemeanors in character, and it's now time to start fully opening up that heart space. They understand source, not this person. Well, this person might do as well. They understand why that heart space has been closed down. All the pain, all the heartache, all the betrayal that you have experienced on your path forwards thus far is coming to an end. It's been part of a learning experience. We've got justice coming out, right? So you deserve your justice, okay? And you can get this by opening up Tower card, Nine of Swords, Three of Cups, Three of Swords, Three of Wands in the reverse, right? So what this feels like it's saying to me is, in the past you've had tower after tower after tower after tower when it comes to your love life, and it's kept you stuck in this state of depression, in this state of questioning and doubting, will it ever come? Now, Three of Cups in the reverse position, I feel like you've also had to deal with a lot of jealousy. You know, it's interesting that people talk about girl code and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it, my God, it's not real. They talk, people talk a good talk. They don't, they don't stick to that. And there's been a lot of betrayal. Three of Swords. I feel like potentially you have had to deal with a lot of people cheating, third parties, etc., etc. And this is why you've been hesitant to push forwards. Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, but again, we've got the Sun card there. Okay, this must be a specific message for somebody, because they're saying, "Be brave, little one." So if somebody used to call you little one, be brave, little one. The path is opening up for you on this new adventure of love. The world outside is a scary place, but if you can hold and maintain that love within you, within this connection, that is how you are going to radiate and potentially help the world to heal. Okay, this isn't old rhetoric. This is the new. They're saying the new way, the new way. So what this has got a feel of, I'm going to be a little bit political spiritually here, I'm afraid. Sorry, it's got a little bit of a feel of the old new age BS rhetoric of just show them love. That's failed. Okay, love is the answer. Okay, but we need to protect it, not share it out willy nilly. Okay, that's how you get STIs, right? Yeah, hold on to this, keep it cloaked, okay, and reveal it at the right time. Now, what I'm not saying here necessarily that this is a connection whereby people don't know about it, but it feels like the true deep connection and nature of this relationship hasn't fully been revealed. Partly because one or both of you hasn't fully opened up yet. Okay, but you're on your way. You're on your way to success when it comes to love. Hierophant in the reverse position. Let me just get a few more cards, because I'm not sure which way that Hierophant's going. So, right, okay. Seven of Cups in the reverse. So, Hierophant in the reverse. You've been denying, not on purpose, but you've been denying and questioning whether this connection has been part of your larger calling. Okay, I do feel like I know that obviously people who are a bit connected with spirituality do tune into this, but you do also get the TikTok addicts, don't you? So I feel like I am dealing with a slightly spiritual collective here, whereby they understand that their purpose and role here on Game Show Earth is a bit more than just finding you're happy. And I feel like potentially there has been, because of all the past betrayal and people trying to come in and stop you on your path, I feel like there has been some kind of, I don't want to say paranoia or denial, but I feel like there's been a little bit of reluctance to fully let this person in. And by doing that, you've actually been stopping your Seven of Cups, your abundance, when it comes to this connection. Five of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Wands, Emperor. Okay. So what this feels like is Five of Swords in the reverse position. What you're being asked to do is release that mindset, release trust in trust in this person, trust in this connection. Eight of Wands, that will then allow a flow of opportunities. The pace will pick up. Don't be surprised if this is quite a fast moving connection. I don't want to say it's like, oh, we've been met 6 weeks and we're moving in together and getting married. Far from it. But I feel like the potential for growth in this connection, once you release that kind of mental block that's blocking the heart space, the heart chakra, that will allow things to flow. If you're the masculine energy, you are their emperor. If you're the feminine energy, this person is your emperor. And in tarot, we want the emperor and the empress, divine pairing. Okay, you have great things ahead for you. You're here to bring the change. You're here to change the world in your own way. Okay, and then what I've got in my mind is, it's a little bit like I can see a map, like a world map, or what I can see in my mind really is the map of the UK. And it's like there's this tiny, tiny little flicker of light, this little tiny beam of light, and there's other ones just popping up. Okay, and it's like these divine pairings, these divine couples, as they come into union, as they open up, that light within them, the energy within them, the love within them will start to radiate. Now, the light does trigger the dark, and this is why people are coming in to try and stop this. Okay, and again, because I feel like we're dealing with a slightly spiritual collective, I think that this collective is down the rabbit hole enough to understand that. Okay, it does get confusing, don't get me wrong, I've been there. People trying to put stuff in your head, people trying to meddle, right? Find that inner strength, okay? Find that inner strength for this connection, and you will gain the clarity, truth, and trust that you so desire and so deserve. And again, Eight of Wands, okay? What I'm going to say to this collective is I don't like to tell people to rush, don't get me wrong, but ride the energy of the Eight of Wands. If it feels like it needs to go fast, let it go fast, okay? Don't let the naysayers get in your head, okay? True love will go in its own way, and we've got Justice card coming out again, okay? This connection is meant to be. This connection is for you. Open up that heart space. Trust in what you're doing. Queen of Swords, take control on a mental level. Don't let other people get into your head. Oh, are you sure? It's going a bit quick. Have you the right? It's none of their business. It is none of their business. Full stop. You know. Keep the belief and faith in you, in everything that you do. Remember who you are. Remember that you are here on a divine mission. Remember that part of that divine mission does mean you finding that love, finding that true, powerful love. For those earlier on in their journey, in their cycle, be wary of the manipulation of others. Okay, so Four of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to go for my left field version of this card. All right, it's time to take some mental action on this. Nine of Wands. Okay, reflect back. Don't relive your trauma, but reflect back on your previous connections to realize how strong you are. Right, you've come so far. Don't give up on a perfect connection, a perfect union, because of what you have been through in the past. Believe you me, it won't be worth it. Private readings, link top of the profile, Stan Store, psychic readings, same day guaranteed from 15, or you can book phone or video chat from 20. Get them in.